Before supermarkets and convenience store chains, South Bend and Mishawaka was sprinkled with little neighborhood grocery stores just like this one. There were hundreds of them, usually serving families within just a few blocks. If you needed a loaf of bread, a gallon of milk, or a piece of candy, chances are you could walk to your neighborhood market. And this little store at 416 East Howard Street was one of them. It was operating as early as 1909. Attached to a house where generations of owners lived and worked. Over the decades, it changed names more times than you could count. John Lay's Grocery, Klein's, Lassus, BW Food Market, Pops's Pantry, V&F Mini Mart, Howard Street Foods, and perhaps most famously, Widmar's Grocery, which served the neighborhood for a few decades. Like the neighborhood around it, this little store evolved. It even spent time as Dale's gift shop, became the House of Waterbeds during the 1970s waterbed craze, and later became Emma's Coffee House, where poets and musicians gathered on weekend evenings. But as the neighborhood changed in the 1980s and 90s, the newspaper headlines changed too. The store became the target of repeated burglaries and armed robberies. In 2001, the manager was brutally beaten during a robbery, and neighbors told reporters it was the only grocery store left nearby after Notre Dame had purchased the Aldi to convert it into a community center. Then came one of the wildest endings imaginable. In 2008, and again, just 4 years later in 2012, police raided the Little Food Mart, seizing altogether nearly 4,000 counterfeit Nike shoes, along with other stolen merchandise that was believed to be stolen from nearby houses. And the market has pretty much been vacant ever since. But this little building still stands as a reminder of a time when nearly every South Bend neighborhood had its own corner grocery, a place where generations of neighbors met, shopped, and watched more than a century of history unfold.